So the first thing I really want to talk about on this channel is viewing the voice as a muscle. So it's just like going to the gym or doing yoga for the first time. You're not gonna have all the strength and the stamina, and you're not gonna be as good as an advanced person that can lift a lot of weight or get in these crazy yoga positions. Right? It takes time to do those things in the same way it takes time to build your voice. It's a muscle. You have two vocal cords and they close at different points to create different pitches, and air is blown across them so that they vibrate. So in order to get those closures just right, it takes time. It takes a lot of time. So the biggest mistake I made when I first started singing was that I was trying to push myself beyond what my voice was capable of way before I should have. So all I wanted to do was hit high notes. I wanted power, I wanted high notes, I wanted range control, I wanted all those things. And I wasn't getting any of it because I was just so focused on it that I missed the foundation of it. Long story short, if you're really pushing yourself, if you're losing your voice like every other practice session, it's just you're not using the right technique, and it's time to reevaluate and go back to the drawing board. If you're trying something again and again and it's not getting you to a higher level of singing, it's time to move on and try something else, right? There's this other misconception. There's this big misconception out there that you can increase range in one session. You can increase range in, just if you have the right information, if there's some magical trick. But there's not a magical trick. It's a lot of practice. You can find head voice in a session, sure, but there's a huge difference. I'm gonna try not to be too loud on the mic here. There's a huge difference between and huge difference, right? One you can find pretty much instantly. The other one, it takes time to build. I could not do that even 5 years ago, right? It took a lot of strengthening. So I really just want to focus. I really want you to focus on this message. Treat the voice as a muscle. Be gentle with it. Push it, but not in an unhealthy way. You've got to progress, but you also have to be smart about it. If your voice is pushing back, it's because you pushed it too hard. Every time I've pushed my voice too hard, it's pushed back. So it's really about cooperating with the voice rather than fighting it and forcing it. Yes, you can extend range in one session, but it's not going to be usable range. Yes, you can progress, you can have breakthroughs in one session, but that's not going to be an everyday thing. You're not always going to have breakthroughs every single time you get down to practice. There's a lot of time in between before you find those breakthroughs. So treat the voice as a muscle. Be patient. Give it time to develop. Always practice. And like I said, if you're losing your voice a lot, probably not using it correctly. If you're finding you strain, probably not using it correctly. And in other videos on this channel, I'm going to go over how to prevent strain and how to get your voice up properly and how to just build power and control in general.